Hello, everyone. This is the second live stream for TabsFolders, and my name is Veen. I'll be filling in for Bruce since he's got some other engagements at this time, and so he's not going to be able to be with us today. Today's show will be fairly short. We'll go through some use cases, and we'll also talk about a little bit about the deal structure, and then discuss the advantages of 2.0 maybe, and pretty much end it there. So let's get started. Let me introduce again TabsFolders founder, Camille. Camille, would you like to just maybe do a quick recap from last week?
Sure. Thank you, Praveen, and thank you for filling in for Bruce. I know he said It was a sudden event that he had to cancel, but we're gonna keep going with the show. As they say in Hollywood, the show must go on. So I'm Camille Bacala. Yes, I'm Camille Bacala, the founder of TabsFolders. And this is the live stream where we answer some of your questions, show details of how you can use TabsFolders, and in the future we'll actually be adding some more engaging content where it'll be suggestions on what users want to discuss about improvement of productivity, how they can save hours on working with their computer, and it won't be just with TabsFolders. It'll be in general kind of productivity things we will discuss, so that it'll be interesting for users, whether you're interested in bookmarks or productivity in general. So again, Camille Bacala, the founder of TabsFolders, and let's start the show.
All right, great. Thank you, Camille. So right now, here's the AppSumo deal link. Let's see, give me 1 second here. My computer's a little slow. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing. All right, so there's the AppSumo deal link where right now, TabsFolders is only $19 for unlimited bookmarks, and that you can install that on 10 devices. You'll have, besides being able to save and manage unlimited bookmarks, you'll also be able to save your browser sessions. Actually, they'll be automatically saved, and then you can just go back to that same session from any other device that you have. And of course, more features will be coming with version 2.0 that'll be released in a few months, including adding notes, organizing your notes and bookmarks with tags, and then also some team features. And after that, we'll have password management and even white label. So a lot of things going to be coming up with version 2 release, and I think we're all really excited about that. But right now, the reason that it's only $19 is because we want to basically get more people interested in the deal. So it's a really low entry price point for everybody to be able to just check it out and see if it could be useful for their own personal or business use. And this way, it's accessible for one, I guess.
Yes.
As far as
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Camille.
Okay, I was going to say that there were some questions from users from around the world that they'd like to try the full version of TabsFolders, and they're from different countries where let's say the $49 was a big price point. So that was one of the reasons that we wanted to give an end of year special for all those people to try out TabsFolders. As well with TabsFolders 2.0, we're trying to raise the engagement and the buzz for people, so that we get more users on board to try the new features when TabsFolders 2.0 comes out, because I think it's going to be amazing. Not only the points that Praveen mentioned of passwords, team folder sharing, etc., but in 2022 we're also releasing a mobile app that users have been really asking about, and so I think it's going to be an amazing year next year for TabsFolders and our users, because it's almost like a lot of their wishes are coming through, because they've been asking for these features to be implemented to help organize their daily and team work life, let's say. So to become more efficient and help them with their online browsing and research. So we're really glad to be working on these features and releasing them early in 2022.
Right, and actually, I think this would be a good point to show our audience the short-term roadmap that we have, and just kind of show where we're headed and what features have already been completed.
So yeah, let me give a quick rundown on that. So it's starting in this year, 2021. We've also been very busy and been adding quite a bit of features. So the mobile bookmarklet, users have been asking on how they can use TabsFolders on mobile to save bookmarks, because you were able to access your bookmarks on mobile with our web interface through various browsers like Safari or Chrome, but you weren't able to add bookmarks from those browsers. Now you are. You just install the bookmarklet, and any page that you're on, you click the bookmarklet, and right away that page's bookmark is added to your TabsFolders collection in the mobile bookmarks folder. So then when you go to your desktop, you can, let's say, arrange it into various, sort it or categorize it. And of course, it's searchable in the mobile bookmarks, as well as however you organize it in your phone. I mean, in your in your bookmarks after you have bookmarked it from your phone. Second, we also released search filters, because users, we had a general search, but once users started building larger collections of bookmarks, you'd start getting a lot of results from the session history, from your open tabs, and your bookmarks. So what search filters allows you to do is select if you want to search your currently open tabs that are in your browser, the bookmarks, or your session history, for example, or even trash, of course, because there's trash in case you delete something and you want to, if you delete something by mistake, it goes to the trash, so you can always retrieve it. So search filters, yeah, make the interface a lot faster, and a lot less information comes back, less results. So I think it speeds up the work. Then we've implemented session history, which was also a feature requested by users. It helps when, for example, your browser crashes, or you have a work computer and a home computer, and let's say you're doing some research on your work computer, and then you come home and you really want to continue this work. While the session was saved on your work computer, synchronized to TabsFolders, and you can open the extension on your home computer and have the full history or the full session there on your on your home computer to open it up and continue the work. Then we implemented an affiliate program where you get 30% of the revenues from any sales that you generate for TabsFolders. And when you install TabsFolders, there's a folder there that says affiliate program. You can open it up to get the details about the program, how everything works, how you set it up, etc. Then bookmark deduplication was also a great feature, when users were saying that they have maybe 10 windows open and they have Facebook on those various windows. Well, they don't feel like going through and closing the Facebook tab before saving all those windows. So what they do is they just save all windows with TabsFolders with 2 clicks, and then they click on that main folder and say and select deduplicate, and boom, all the Facebook entries will be removed, and just the one original one will be left. Session history expansion, that was basically added configuration for session history, so you can actually specify how often TabsFolders saves your session, how many backups it keeps for how long, just to suit your personal or your business kind of needs. That if you need your sessions to go back 2 weeks, you need to keep that record of that. TabsFolders can do that for you, or longer. Then we implemented kind of save to folder, which allows for faster saving of the bookmark that you're on. Tab discarding is a very interesting feature where when you have a lot of open tabs, they use up your computer's memory and processor. That means it basically slows down your computer a lot. With tab discarding, it's kind of called the snooze now. We've renamed the feature, where the TabsFolders automatically snoozes all the tabs that you're not using, and they use up a lot less memory, and they don't slow down your computer. And same thing, you can configure how TabsFolders does that in the options menu in TabsFolders. So those were the main. There's session management kind of was added. It's part of session history, but in essence, that you can open up all the folders from the saved session right away on any computer. So that was the kind of an extension to the feature. And then real-time tab order synchronization. That's one where in TabsFolders, you can actually move tabs, the order of tabs around, and they will change their order in the browser. If you if you want to take, let's say, 5 tabs and move them all at once, you can't do that in the Chrome interface. In TabsFolders, you can. So in a window where you have 50 tabs, you can just select 5 and move them from the beginning that they appear at the beginning of the window to the end of the window, just to help you organize, if you're sorting. For example, this could be when you're doing research on a car that you want to buy, and let's say it's a used car, and then you want to organize the bookmarks or the open tabs by price. So you can do that in TabsFolders faster than you can, do it in Chrome, because you can just multi-select all the tabs and move them within TabsFolders. The future, what we're working on for TabsFolders 2.0, we're totally redesigning the UI. Users have been asking about improvement in that, so it is more user-friendly, and let's be honest, nicer. We have an amazing graphic artist working with us right now. She actually created the roadmap that you're looking at. So TabsFolders 2.0 will actually look very similar in colors and graphics to this roadmap. We're adding labels and tags, notes, and team folder sharing. A lot more detail on that will be released in about a week or 2 when we release our next video. That'll be a kind of preview of TabsFolders 2.0, or a shout out showing the details of what will be included in TabsFolders 2.0 and more information about that. So that's the TabsFolders roadmap. There was a lot of information there, but it shows you we're working very hard to implement as many features as possible for our users so that they can be more productive. And we're definitely looking forward with TabsFolders 2.0 to make TabsFolders the best bookmark organizing system in the world.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for that extensive details on all the features that you've been adding and what's coming up for the future. That was excellent. Let me
Thank
go
you.
ahead
Thank
and
you, Praveen.
move that overlay. Oh, great. Thank you. All right. Excellent. So, well, I've actually been using TabsFolders since 2019, and I've tried so many different options, including the browsers. What came just the simple save the bookmark feature, as well as all the like the free Chrome extensions that are available, as well as other paid apps that are available. And I must say that I have not seen, or I've not been able to find and use another application that lets me save thousands, literally thousands of bookmarks easily into folders where I can quickly organize and kind of rearrange to the way that best fits my needs, um, and also quickly locate them. So all those components I have not been able to find in any other app besides TabsFolders, and that's why that I've been personally using it since I guess more than 2 years now, and I'm actually looking forward to all the features that are going to be coming up in the version 2, because I once version 2 is released, I don't think there's going to be any other comparable app that will have all the functionalities and usefulness that TabsFolders will have. And also, let me put up the Shorby link here really quick that lets you that shows you. Give me 1 second here. Where is the Shorby link?
In the meantime, I want to thank you, Praveen, for being a loyal TabsFolders supporter, and I'm glad that we were helping you out in your life to organize, like you say, thousands of bookmarks, because that's what we kind of our goal was, that looking at the competitors, they're great for organizing small numbers of bookmarks, but once once you get into a couple of thousand bookmarks, it becomes really difficult to work with those tools. And that was the idea behind TabsFolders, that we really wanted to make this tool for power users, where if you're an online researcher, a reporter, etc., and most of your work day is spent on online research, and you're literally generating thousands of bookmarks per year, these are the main people we wanted to help. But as well, others, I mean, if it's easy to organize thousands, it's definitely easy to organize 10 or 15 bookmarks in TabsFolders, or even 50, etc. Because nowadays, everybody, all your work is done online. We do our shopping online, everything you do online, especially with COVID. So I think that organizing and being more efficient and using less time to accomplish all these tasks is something that will be more and more valuable to our users.
Okay, great. Thank you, Camille. And I think fine. Let's just go through a few more use cases so users can kind of see the different way that TabsFolders can potentially help them.
Great, thank you, Praveen. So on the Shorby link that you see on your screen, when you open it up, a few rows down, you see the how-to videos on YouTube. And a lot of these videos will show you a lot more about what I'm speaking of right now, in that you'll be able to kind of get the visual details of how these things work. But let me just start by saying that in TabsFolders, you have the search function. And you can search not only your bookmarks, but the current open tabs in your browser. So let's say your browser just crashed. You're reopening your browser, and it actually thankfully remembered the session. So it opens up 10 windows with like 100 tabs in those windows. And lo and behold, 2 or 3 of those windows are playing a YouTube video. So instead of searching for which of those tabs or which of those windows is actually playing the tab, playing the YouTube video, and putting sound through your computer speakers, because in kind of Chrome or Brave, when you do a list of windows, it'll only show you the speaker if that tab is selected in a window. So if it's not the actual main selected tab, you'd have to search all 10 windows and waste maybe 2 minutes or 5 minutes of your time. With TabsFolders, all you do is you go into the search, click the search box, you type YouTube, and right away you'll get the list of tabs in your open windows with YouTube. So you can multi-select them by pressing Shift, and boom, close them by pressing delete or right click and click close. So in like 10 seconds, you can close all the YouTube windows. So that's one example, but obviously, let's say you have Facebook, like I mentioned previously, in those 10 tabs, and you want to just close all the Facebook windows because they're slowing down your computer, because a lot of, on the Facebook page, there's a lot happening. So it's slowing down your computer. Same thing, you just type Facebook in the search box, and all your open tabs with Facebook are listed. You can just select them, delete them very quickly. So I mentioned, I think, or the title of this webinar was how to save 10 hours a month with TabsFolders. And this is one thing, when you think about it, okay, so it's maybe 5 minutes or 2 minutes of your time versus 10 seconds. Well, if you multiply that over 30 days, that starts adding up to half an hour, to an hour. The next solution to save you some more time is, for example, when something goes wrong with your computer, like, I don't know, Time Machine won't back up properly. And you know that or you go online to search for this issue, and you find it after reading through 15, 20, 30 pages on Google, because it sounds like it's not a common issue, so it's way down in the Google results. Well, the next time this happens, if you go back to Google, it'll still take you 15, 20 minutes, because that page could have moved up and down in the results, and you don't really remember it. You'd have to click on all of them to find it. However, if you actually saved that page into TabsFolders when you did the original search, when you're searching in TabsFolders, it's a smaller database of bookmarks. It's not the whole internet that Google returns. That's really for the general public or for every search that people type. The searches in TabsFolders are specific to the information that's important to you. So again, you'll find that bookmark a lot faster than you would going back to Google. Another use case is if for people who switch projects, they have multiple projects that they're working on in a day, and let's say they have 3 projects in a day that you have to work on. Well, if you're opening up 5, 10 windows for a project, because for that project you have specific tools like maybe Microsoft Teams or Google Drive, etc. For each project with a different login, but a different tool set, because each company might be using different tools. Well, again, so you have to open and close different windows. Same thing, if you're doing that every day, not only is it frustrating to be clicking open, close on 5 windows by hand, so it takes you time, it's frustrating. With TabsFolders, you can do it with 2 clicks. Save the session, and then save session for project 1, go into TabsFolders, open the session for project 2, and boom, all your 5 or 10 windows or 50 windows, however many you have, with all those tabs, are opened for you automatically by TabsFolders. You don't have to click manually 5 or 10 or 15 times. So that's another 5-10 minutes saved in a day. Sharing with a group. Let's say you and your friends are going on vacation, or you're a part of a team in a company. Let's say you're doing online research, you're reporters, and you're doing research for a comedy show every day. So you go out online for the first part of the day and you look for articles. There's 5 writers, and each of those writers finds 10, 20 stories that could be funny this day. If each of those writers were to send an email each time they found a new link, or even post that link to a messenger service, something like Slack or whatever, you'd be getting notifications every 5 minutes, and you'd be getting distracted from what you're working on by these constant notifications. 1 second, let me take a quick drink. So with TabsFolders in 2.0, you'll be able to have a shared folder where each writer would do the research, be adding all their bookmarks throughout the morning to that folder, and everybody else, you don't have to excuse me, you don't have to get any notifications. You don't have to be taken away from your from what you're doing or be distracted. Once you're ready, you can go to that folder in TabsFolders, look at all the research that the writers have submitted, and boom, do it in your own time, at your own pace, and you're controlling your productivity instead of being distracted all the time. In TabsFolders 2.0, again, there will be a lot more team sharing functionality. Not only will you be able to share bookmarks, but you'll be also able to add notes, tags, and users will be able to organize. So when you have a shared folder shared between 5 or 10 people, access can be given to those users to be able to edit, add, delete. So you can, for example, outsource, let's say you want to do some research on hotels for a vacation. Well, you type or you click save some bookmarks, 3-4 bookmarks of the type of hotel you're looking for, and you ask your, let's say, teammate or let's say friend or family member that you're going with, hey, take a look at these bookmarks and look for similar hotels online and add them to this folder. Boom, right away, the other person can do the research, bring back the results for you that are already filtered, and still humans are much better filters than Google. So if you put, you let the person know what exactly you're looking for, you'll be spending a lot less time going through Google search results because somebody else has already filtered them for you. So it's a collaborative environment, and again, it can save you a lot of time. So last thing I want to ask, because this was just asked by one of our AppSumo purchasers today, and I will be responding to this in a couple of minutes when the webinar is over. They asked why we have 2 panes in TabsFolders. So when TabsFolders first starts out, it's just one pane, like a file and folder view. But at the top right, there's a little triangle that if you click it, it opens up another pane. This other pane is very useful for a lot of things. Like, for example, if you do a search of bookmarks in the left pane, TabsFolders will show you the folder and the bookmark title that you're searching for. But say you actually want to take a look at that folder and what else is in that folder. Well, all you do is, while you search in the left, you right-click on the result and say open in the right window. And then you can look at all the rest of the bookmarks in the right window because it's not filtering, it's not search. Another use case for this is if you have the open tabs on the right window and you want to save them into a specific folder that's way down in your collection. So what you do is in that folder, you can either search for it in the left window, or you can kind of scroll down when you already know where it is, open it up in the left window, and then from the right window, you just select the open, the currently open tabs and drag and drop them into that folder. So it's an interface that was used many years ago for managing files. It was called File Commander. And it was kind of very efficient at having two windows side by side allows you to move things between them a lot easier than just having one folder, because the same operation in one, if you just had one window, would be that you'd have to select, for example, the open tabs that you want to save to a folder, click them. Then you'd have to scroll all the way down to the bookmark folder that you want to save them in, and then you'd have to copy and paste them into that folder. So I think it's a lot faster when you have these two panes side by side to access the information and move things between the folders and open windows and tabs, etc. So that's some of the use cases of TabsFolders. You can find videos on these use cases on our YouTube channel, and a lot more on how to use TabsFolders. As well, on support.tabsfolders.com, you'll be able to read more kind of FAQs and whole articles about how to do things in TabsFolders. And some of these use cases are already outlined there for your perusal.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much, Camille. Shall we wrap it up? I think that's a good stopping point. And thank you to all the viewers who joined us today. I think questions in the comments here, and Camille will get to you guys right after we end the stream and make sure that we answer all your questions. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll have another live stream next week, same time,
Next
same
Wednesday.
day. Hopefully,
Yes.
Bruce will be able to join us. So, all right, thanks again, guys, and thank you, Camille. We'll see you later then.
Thank you, Praveen. Looking forward to next week. And again, also thank you for being on the show today, and looking forward to you joining us more in the coming weeks.
I'll definitely try.
Thank you, Praveen.
All right. Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
All right,
have a good
bye,
one.
everyone.